One of the important buildings that's located in the National Triangle in Canberra is the highest court in the land to which you can appeal for any legal action in Australia. One of the important buildings that's located in the National Triangle in Canberra is the High Court. Now, the High Court is the highest court in the land to which you can appeal for any legal action in Australia. Many years ago, you were able to still go to the Privy Council in London to resolve some legal matters in Australia, but that has been cut off. And in 1980, they built the High Court of Australia here in Canberra, a Christopher Kringus building, a very dominant building, a building that can separate people's opinions on how they feel about the building, but nevertheless a very powerful, strong building built on the side of the lake. It's of a style called brutalism, and it's a largely concrete building. It's a very tall building for the location, and one of the suggestions is the building is so tall that it's because the High Court judge, their position in their offices had to be at the same level as the Prime, or higher than the Prime Minister in his office. There's a symbolic reason for the building being so high. But it's a very important building on the side of the lake. It's a very important building for all Australians because it's where constitutional issues finally get resolved when there is a dispute that is a constitutional matter, i.e. whether it's within the Constitution or not. Made famous in a way by the movie The Castle, in that was the last court of appeal that they could go to resolve that particular issue. But the High Court behind me, a dominant building on the side of Lake Burley Griffin in Canberra. So I hope you've enjoyed this clip. And of course, Canberra Guided Tours does a range of amazing tours in and around the nation's capital. We do stories about the buildings, we do stories about the wildlife, we do stories about the interesting people that have made this city and made this region. So if you've enjoyed the clips and that you are coming to Canberra one day, we'd love to see you come along on one of our trips. Come to Canberra, come out with Canberra Guided Tours, and we will share you some of the magic of our city.